Hello ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Unnamed here with another video. Today I'm going to be showing off my carrier, the Hauler. Now this is still a prototype ship, but I'll show you some of its features and, well, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised at what I have here. So this Hauler is a very lightly defended carrier class ship. Here on the bridge we've got a full 180-degree view of the battlefield around us. Although this is a kind of ship that is not going to be on the battlefield. This is going to be hanging out way back behind the front lines, along with the shipyard that I've got further down there. And it's going to be launching waves of fighters toward the enemy. Now let's head downstairs and take a look at the rest of the ship. Here we have a bit of an observation deck. Two control stations with these nice windows to show off everything we've got in here. We've got welders, we've got our fighters, we've got connectors and all that. I'll show you more in detail. But for right now, this is just the lounge area for the crew and people actually manning the fighters and the ships. We've got the main crew here, we've got beds for fighter pilots, we've got coffee to keep them energized, we've got a bathroom, we've got a shower. We have, on the other side, let's run around, couches, recreation, a medical bay for people to respawn. Let's head further down, take a look at the rest of the ship. Here we have cryopods, a lot of them, ship stations, also a lot of them. We have lockers, we have armories, we have everything needed to get everyone who is going out to fight equipped and ready to go. In here, we have our main engineering section of the ship. We have large cargo containers, we have gyroscopes, generators, we have everything needed to keep this ship powered. Now, behind the walls here, we have our hydrogen tanks. We have 4 in total. We've got a couple of jump drives to get this thing moving. It doesn't have the range because of how heavy it is, especially when it's fully loaded, but it can travel a decent distance. Now let's go ahead and get outside and take a look at the hangar. Now in the hangar I have some of my fighters. We have the hatchet fighters, which are meant to dock up here. Inertial dampeners are off, so that these things, if the ship starts moving, don't burn holes through everything. Although if it does happen to move and these things do start moving, it has a shield mod to keep everything nice and intact, because all of these fighters here are hydrogen powered and they will easily burn a hole through the flight deck here if I am not careful and if I did not have that mod intact or installed. Whatever, you know what I mean. We have welders here for repair purposes. With the push of a button we just turn them on and anything that's parked under here can get repaired. And I might in the future put a projector block here, although it's going to be kind of difficult to kind of get ships lined up and all that. But, who knows. We'll get that figured out sometime later. As you can see, we have cargo containers here that you're able to run up and get access to, so if these get taken out or if they're not working, you can easily pull the supplies you need and repair everything on the fly. And this ship holds quite a few fighters. It can hold 6 of my hatchet fighters, 8 normal small fighters, and at least 2, maybe 3 bomber class ships like this one right here. It can carry a lot of firepower to a fight, and that is exactly what a carrier needs to do. If you have a carrier and it can't hold at least 10 ships, you are doing something wrong, because you're going to need all of them if you're just carrying a carrier and have a few pilots. Enemy ships, their turrets, they'll wreak havoc on these fighters. They're cheap, easy to build, they pack a lot of firepower, but they can be taken out pretty easily. You're going to need a lot of them. Disposable firepower for the win. And this thing can carry all of that in spades. Now the hangar isn't exactly the tallest hangar, but it is super wide, meaning all of these ships can disembark pretty much en masse. And there's no way for me to really do that to show you guys, aside from, you know, maybe turning off all the landing gears, budging these out a little bit, and then just backing the ship up to kind of simulate that. But, you know, I'm not going to do that. That's work. I don't want to do work. But yeah, we've got ribbing on the outside of this carrier here. We have plenty of solar panels because once those jump drives actually, you know, do their job and get you to where you need to go, it's going to be a massive drain on all the power in the ship, and you want to keep at least some power going. And also, the shield generators, if this ship starts taking fire, the shield generators are going to need to recharge, and they also suck up a lot of power. We have connectors right here, and did I put one on the bottom? No, just one back here. Okay, so we got a connector right here for refueling the ship and also dropping off any and all supplies that it needs. The engines here are well protected with these grates, meaning a glancing shot probably isn't going to take them out. The hydrogen tanks, on the other hand, are fairly vulnerable. I've got a little bit of armoring right there to kind of help protect them, but for the most part, the enemy is going to be focusing, on the front of this ship, where all of the fighters and all of the bad news that's coming straight for them is going to be housed in. And this is still very much in the prototype phase. I have not finished this, but for right now, it is in a usable state, which means I'm probably going to put it on the workshop sometime soon. Maybe not today, maybe not right away, but you guys are eventually going to get to play with this thing. And that's about it for the carrier. I'll see you folks next time.